So just watched Dave Chappelle, and man, it was just a great show. It was he killed it, dude. It was just amazing. He did an hour set, and it was awesome. I think a little bit longer than that, but it was amazing, man. It was he killed it. It was material I've never heard in any of his shows or have never seen online. And yeah, it's just different, man. It's just different when you watch him live. It was great. He brought there were some acts that he brought with him, so to open for him, which was really nice. They were very funny. I'm not gonna say who, of course, just keep that a surprise. But yeah, he did his thing, and he just killed it, bro. Like, killed it from beginning to end. Just effortless, man. Effortless. It was great. Everyone was in stitches. Everyone was laughing. He was riffing, just talking to the audience, and coming from a performer as well, you just kind of just try to, you can't help but see how he is as a performer and as an entertainer. One thing that's great about him, he's a legend, I mean, no doubt. One thing about him is the way, I mean, because I had like lower balcony tickets, and I was all the way up so I could see him from that was my point of view looking down. But when he talks, you just feel that he's talking to you, like he's really just talking to you. And that's really hard to do, because when you're on stage, you have a fight or flight response with people, because you're around people. It's just a very natural reaction. That's very hard to do for anyone on stage, man, to just be completely authentic and just it's hard to explain. I guess when you do it for such a long time, you can tend to just get these moves or these patterns in speech that do sound sincere and do sound, fine. It's just fine. If you're performing, you tend to notice these things, but with him, it's just talking. You don't see any moves, you don't see any patterns. He's just talking to you like it's just a normal conversation. And that's so hard to do, man. Like to be that, you have to really absolutely know who you are on stage, which takes years, like years and years, at least like 10 years to find your voice and really who you are on stage, and just not, like, truly not care about what other people think. And that's really hard to do, like, to be that authentically that kind of person. And he was talking to everyone, dude. It was great. He had these pauses. He had these just really very random pauses in between, which I kind of really liked. And I don't know why I did, but he just paused he had just really random pauses, and the room was really quiet. And he broke the rhythm. And I don't know, I mean just to pause like that, I think it's not really something I usually see. So it's nice to see how these irregular pauses just affected the audience and everything. It was great, man. The guy's a legend. He gave, and I don't think I'm ruining any of his material here, but I just like to share one thing that was just so incredibly wise and such a poignant quip that he said. He said, I'm paraphrasing, and if this is a problem, of course I'll take the video down and everything, but I believe I'm not ruining anything about his show. But I just want to share, because it's such a wonderful piece of knowledge and wisdom. He said, I'm paraphrasing, he said, anyone who points a finger at other people is someone who hasn't forgiven themselves for something. And you can feel that the audience just kind of took that, and that's just not something, I've never heard that. Anyone who points a finger at someone is someone who has not forgiven themselves for something. incredible, one of that's wise words, dude. So I just gotta say it's just great to be able to watch him. I would just want to thank my wife for just giving me this great present. Thank you. I'm actually at North Park right now, just you know, just to give her just give her some food because she loves North Park. Just to say thank you for just this experience. Thank you so much, honey. It's just, you know, as a person and as a performer, it's just such a it's an experience definitely of a lifetime to just experience such a legend perform and such an artist perform. It's just great to see him just talk to you, man. It's just hard. It was great. And so for anyone who's has a chance to watch him tomorrow, if you are still on the fence and you have a ticket, if there is a spare ticket, if it's not sold out yet, definitely take the time to watch it. One of the best shows I've ever seen. Stand-up comedian. I mean, of course he's like the best comedian in the world, arguably the best comedian in the world right now alive. He's great. So man, it was great. I loved it, and definitely a must watch if you have the chance. If you're seeing him tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a whole different set of material. I haven't heard any of those jokes. I haven't heard any of those, man. And you know the great thing about him, it's just like he's just telling stories. It doesn't feel like it's patterned like a skit, like, you know, material. It doesn't feel like material. It feels like he's just talking to you, man. It's just that's different, man. That's just a different breed, dude. He's just talking to you, dude. Like, I don't know, man. It's just yeah, it felt like the words he was saying. I mean, I don't want to like stretch it. It's like he's just saying it for the first time. I mean, something to that effect. It's just because there's certain patterns of speech for stand-up comedians, because you do this material over and over and over again, so you hear it, you can hear it. There's patterns, but with him, man, it's just, yeah, you just don't feel it. It's just, yeah, any comedian who's, you know, done stand-up for a while, and I'm sure, like, you know, other comedians, I saw a few comedians here who are watching, you can just appreciate that. It's just, yeah, it just feels like he's just saying it for the, you know, just saying it. There's no moves, no nothing, no patterns, you don't hear the repetitiveness. It's just great, man. So yeah, definitely a joy to watch, and definitely something I'll remember. Definitely something, you know, I so enjoyed. Just laughed, dude, just dying, dude. And yeah, it was great. Yeah, definitely great. It was great.